Yo, 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 Wagwan, Chris Sibby again. It's the 16th of April today. We're 3 weeks into this lockdown. My first question to the people them is why? I say why because on the 21st of March, the United Kingdom government put on their own website that COVID-19 is no longer considered a high consequence infectious disease. 21st of March. I have to ask, is this incompetence or is this something a little bit more nefarious? And the reason why I suggest this, ask if it's incompetence, is because in 2005, George Bush said that if world leaders do not act now, we can expect a pandemic in the near future. 2005, George Bush said that. In 2015, President Obama said exactly the same thing. Now, are we expected to believe that world leaders, apparently the most important people on the planet, were not being listened to on two separate occasions as far back as 15 years ago? That sounds like incompetent leadership to me. And incompetent leadership is the nicer version of the events. I'm going to carry on. On the 19th of December 2017, Donald McNeil ran an article on a federal ban being lifted, making, wait for it, dangerous viruses more dangerous. Dangerous viruses more dangerous. A federal ban was lifted that made dangerous viruses more dangerous. Does that make any sense? Dr. Francis Collins, the head of the National Institute on Health, said only if a scientific panel decide that the benefits outweigh the risk. What? What benefits are there in making a dangerous virus more dangerous? If depopulation, like the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundations would suggest, is really a thing, then it makes perfect sense. People, do some research on Bill Gates' dad and Margaret Sanger, the founder of Planned Parenthood, and Thomas Malthus. Please. Gonna move on. Since we're talking about depopulation, we need to move on to Africa quickly because apparently Africa has the least cases of COVID-19. But everybody in Western world is suggesting we go to Africa to vaccinate the people first. Why? Does anyone else find that strange? Because I sure do. And I'm not professing to be I'm not no scientist, I'm not even no doctor, I'm not even that smart. But what I will say quickly before I move on, that I would advise all the African leaders to stay far from anything named European vaccine because the West has never done anything to help Africa. And I don't think they're about to start now. My last point, I want to thank the doctors, the nurses, the real ones doing real work, helping everybody. Everybody. I want to thank you guys because you guys are putting your life on the line every day to help the people. Yeah? And I want to thank the dustmen. Yeah? The people cleaning the rubbish. Yeah? Because if you guys don't clean the rubbish right now, the world is in more trouble than we're already in. Yeah? My last point. Religious leaders, actors, musicians, sports personalities, I can't see you. I can't hear you. I can't see and I can't hear you. What are you doing to help your community? The people who helped you get where you are today, what are you doing? It's time to show the people why they idolize you. And if you ain't got nothing to say, pipe down forever, rude boy. Pipe all the way down. I'm gone.